'Tis the holiday season, Donnell.
Yep.
We just did a Halloween episode.
Yep.
Halloween felt very muted this year.
Oh yeah.
Not as in your face.
I
Maybe it's because I'm getting older and I'm just not seeing it, but it just feels. I feel like the wall that's defending the rest of the year against Christmas is weakening.
I had that thought this year. I've said for a while, like Halloween is the last bastion before Christmas is half of the year. Because I've said this many times too, though. The 4th of July will hold Christmas back. Like, it's America. Like, there's no way America's going to let the 4th go unsung. But once that's done, once Halloween falls, what else? What else? Nothing else is in the way. And this year definitely was one of the years. Previous years, I'm like, no, Halloween's holding strong. Christmas decorations might be coming out a little early, but Halloween's still holding the line. But this year, I felt we faltered.
Yeah.
I'm like, Halloween, you got to get your game back because...
Yeah, because Christmas has definitely consumed Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving isn't a thing. Thanksgiving doesn't exist. It's a meal you get together to talk about what you're doing for Christmas or what gifts you're getting. Like, that's what Thanksgiving is now.
So I thought on this episode of Talkin' It, we could start out by ranking the holidays.
Okay.
Let's do some holiday ranking.
Holidays, like who are we counting as a holiday for this?
I've got a list here.
Okay.
U.S. public holidays. Because if you want to go like on a calendar, you can find one where there's something.
There's a holiday
like
every
bread
day of the year.
on some
100%.
whatever, right? So we're just gonna try and do like the
top tier,
top shelf.
Yeah.
Right. So S tier.
Yeah. Right.
Got to be Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Halloween.
I'm with you on Christmas. I feel like Thanksgiving, especially since it's been consumed by Christmas, I feel like it's not.
A tier, though?
I give it maybe B tier.
B tier?
Okay. It barely... It's still favorable, but I feel like it's more leaning also on Christmas and Black Friday. Like, Thanksgiving is pregame for Black Friday. That's the whole thing. It's like, get your food in, get a good night's sleep, because you gonna be in it on Black Friday. So I feel like
I feel like Black Friday isn't like a thing like it used to be.
It definitely has
because
died.
now we got Cyber Monday.
Yeah, and you can do so much. Like Black Friday used to be an event you went out for. You can do so much of it from your computer now. You don't have to even try hard. So yeah, I guess maybe Thanksgiving has gotten a little bit of its glory days back because of the fall of Black Friday.
Dude, I used to know somebody I worked with that had like the best Black Friday plans. They went there with a friend, and as soon as they got there, they got in line.
Right.
And the other person did their shopping and came and they switched spots.
Nice.
And then did their shopping.
Nice.
It's like, yeah, that's the way to do it.
So I did Black Friday once. I mean, I went out on it a couple times, but I did like the whole like get there early thing once. And I went to Best Buy, wanted to get some electronic stuff, and I got there with a friend. The line when we got there was going from the front door around the corner and they're like about halfway back. We got there pretty early. By the time it opened, because we got there, I think it was like still like 3 or 4 hours. By the time it opened, it wrapped around like the building and all the stuff, like all the way around and looped. But anyway, so we're in line and we're standing there, and there's this guy in front of us in a pair of flannel pajamas. And we're like, what the heck's going on? About 45 minutes later, a family, a wife, and 3 kids come walking up, and they get in line, and he goes to her RV. They got parked in the parking lot. And I'm like, oh, they spent their Thanksgiving was in this parking lot, and Dad got in line for everybody else while they got sleep and all that stuff. Or maybe Dad was sleeping while everyone was having Thanksgiving dinner, and then he got up and got in line, and they got some sleep, and then they all got up because he got a good spot because of it.
Yeah.
But I was just like, what's this dude doing in flannel pajamas?
I've only done like early 3 times. First, I did one for a PS3 Black Friday.
Okay. Yeah.
This is not Black Friday related. The other 2, but I did like show up 30 minutes before opening at a Best Buy to get the new I think it was like Surface 3 or something like that when that came out, and like nobody was there. Nobody was there for the PS3 either.
Okay.
Like it was all chill.
Yeah.
And then I did 5 hours early for the last Lord of the Rings movie.
Nice.
For Return of the King, and we were second in line.
Nice.
And the first people, they were cracked.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
They had board games.
Yeah.
They were set. There were like 6 of them. Like they were good. But here's the best part is we were right across from the concession stand.
Nice.
So we just endless popcorn.
Yeah.
We just sat there for 5 hours eating popcorn. We
Yeah.
were stuffed by the time we got in that theater.
So I've done this isn't Black Friday, but one is so for the Nintendo Wii when it came out. My friend Mike, friend of the podcast, him and his friend really wanted one. They were doing you couldn't get in line. They were like doing an opening night raffle.
Nice.
I didn't. Well, my mom hated video games. We couldn't get new consoles at the time, so I couldn't get one. We ended up like you had to win the raffle, and him and his friend won one of that. Hey, there was 4 of us. There was me, my friend Austin, Mike, and then his other friend. And like, hey, 4 of us. Even though only 2 of us won it, that boosts our odds. We ended up with 5 raffle tickets that we won. And so both Mike and his friend got a Wii, and then Austin had 2. He sold. I wasn't thinking. There was a guy, a father and son behind me who were really dejected, and I was like, "Hey, I don't actually want one. Have my ticket." Gave it to him, and then my friend Austin came back. Like, I just made $100. So
Nice.
like, damn it, what was I thinking? I hate my kind heart. But
I tell you what, I don't feel bad about the Lord of the Rings one.
Yeah,
because the line got long. Like shortly, like we were there for like 30 minutes, and then it started to fill.
Mm-hmm.
So like people were there for like 4 hours for that. Every theater, there were like 11 screens. Everyone was showing.
Yeah,
every screen was showing that. And dude,
it was an event. Remember when movies were a huge event?
Oh yeah, pre-COVID stuff, like pre 2008.
Yeah,
you know. And there was a lady that was like in charge of filling the theater.
Mm-hmm.
She was like commandant in charge of the situation.
Yeah.
We lucked out because like we got like right in there. We got like perfect like center seats and whatnot. And we were just sitting there, you know, with like they let us in like 30 minutes early, like before the movie started, because they're like, we gotta fill every seat and all this. And dude, she was on top of it. She's like, there will be nobody will put jackets in seats. Yeah. Everyone will scrunch in. There's we're not splitting it. Like we are getting it. It's like, well, we're waiting for our friend. They should have been here.
Your friend's out of
luck.
luck.
Too bad. You scooch over or you get the hell out. Like,
yeah.
it was crazy. Anyway, back to the rankings.
Sorry, I wanted to do one more waiting in line thing, because I also waited overnight in line to get a Nintendo Switch when they first came out.
There you go.
And the thing that was awesome about this one was it's Nintendo. Everybody has DSs and stuff. I did not at this time. So I'm in this line and everybody's waiting. We waited overnight. Like I got there probably at like 6 p.m. and got some sleep also, but sat in a chair. But anyway, so everyone, like, it was probably like it was the closest I've been to an actual LAN party in a long time. Is everyone whips up the DS where they're playing Mario Kart. The dude sitting next to me luckily had 2 DSs. It was like, hey, take mine. And we just everybody's sitting there playing.
That's the prep. That's the ride or die friend right there. He was like, I'm bringing both of mine. There's going to be somebody there that
he hooked me up and played Mario Kart for hours. And like I said, you could do up to 16 people. So like there was more than 16. So there was like multiple groups of people playing. Then you jump into one lobby, jump in another one. Nice. And like this is the closest I've been to an actual LAN party in a long time.
Because that's the last time any of them are going to play their DSs.
Yeah.
Because they're all about to get Nintendo Switches. Like they just throw them in the trash on their way out
the store. Oh, yeah.
That's
all right. Let's get back to the list.
Halloween, S tier or A tier?
S tier from, I'll say, 6 to 28. S tier.
Well, Christmas is really only S tier from like 6 a.m. to about 11
Oh, no,
a.m.
I'm not saying time. I'm saying age. From being 6-year-olds to 28, that is an S tier holiday because you're either getting candy or you're going to a kick-ass party.
Yeah.
I'd say from your 30s on, it slides down to an A tier. Maybe even lower. But you get the free... I mean, this isn't really Halloween.
No, I'm going to disagree with that. If you've got kids, I'm going to say it keeps going another round until they're like, I don't know, 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Because you get the enjoyment of dressing them up.
Yeah, if you have kids...
watching their enjoyment of getting the candy.
It stays A tier long. I mean, S tier longer. But if you don't have kids, it's going to slide down in your 30s.
All right. Another S tier. New Year's Day. New Year's Eve. I'm gonna lump those
They're
in together.
Yes and no.
I mean, you get it off work.
That's a point you get it off work. Well, depending on your job.
By the way, Halloween we need to do the Thanksgiving thing, and it's always on a Saturday. It's just the 4th Saturday of October every time.
Halloween. I think that was the biggest. That's the biggest knock against Halloween is that it's not a big enough holiday where you get the day off, but it can fall on weekdays, and especially being a kid.
Yeah.
I hate it as a kid being like Wednesday night out trick or treating up late, and the next morning you're like, I would really like to just stay home, eat candy. Like, nope, got to go to school. And I'm like, that's some bull
Yeah.
crap,
Dude, definitely
Give me
if
the day
Halloween
off.
falls on a Saturday,
Oh,
double S tier.
yes, yeah.
If
no.
it falls on a Saturday, it doesn't matter
Saturday
what age you are.
Halloween is a different
Yeah,
holiday.
you
than
only
any
get
other
so many
Halloween.
of those in your life that you get to enjoy.
Yes. Saturday Halloween is a different holiday than
Yeah.
any other day.
I mean,
of
most
Halloween.
people do. I mean, I went to my Halloween party on a Saturday before
Yeah,
Halloween.
usually when you in older, the Halloween parties start falling on the weekends.
Yeah,
It's just sensible.
We just kind of like we're gonna ignore the rules.
Well, you're gonna get drunk. You're gonna get messed up at a Halloween party.
New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, definitely when you get older that falls off.
Yeah,
But it is nice to have it off.
yeah.
I'll give it a S tier. No, not
Okay.
S tier. Sorry, A
A
tier.
tier, A
A
tier.
tier?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna say everything can't be S tier, Robert.
Sorry, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Martin Luther King Day. I don't know why I laughed. I'm
That-
gonna let you take this one.
yeah,
Donna.
I was about to say I don't even know. I mean, this is obviously
a
a triple
D.
S tier. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, this is. I feel like any.
You get it off, right?
That's what I'm about to say. I feel like
Okay.
any holiday that you get off is automatically at least a C, because the fact that you get the day off, it can't be a failing grade of B or F. I'm sorry, the day off is enough. So at least a C. I mean, if we're going to get into the historical aspects of it and what it really means, I'm going to boost that up to a B. But if we're just looking big picture, it's a C.
If you're black, it's B tier. If you're a white guy,
I don't know.
it's if you're a white guy, it's kind of E tier because of the guilt.
Yeah,
You
you
know
got
what
the
I
day
mean?
off, but you're just feeling guilty about it.
You're just like, we're just gonna
Feel
keep quiet for the day.
Maybe
We're
I
gonna
should
sit
be
back."
working today. Yeah, why isn't there all the white people go to work but black people stay home day?
Apparently, Washington's birthday is a high-level U.S. holiday. I've never had that off work. It's
Yeah.
gonna be an F tier.
That's I'm sorry. No offense to Washington, but I ain't getting your birthday off. No.
Memorial Day, I'm gonna give that a C tier.
Yeah, it always makes a great 3-day weekend.
Yeah, nice weekend. You can go
Honestly,
camping
I feel
or
like
something.
that's B tier. I feel like the
B
fact
tier? I'll
that
say yeah.
it's
okay.
attached to a weekend. It's like it's just set up. Hey, 3-day. It's just a guaranteed 3-day weekend that you can easily, at most jobs, depending on how it goes, you can easily spin it to a 4-day with taking 1 day off. 4-day weekend. I just feel like I feel like Memorial Day gets to be a B tier because of it's just so easily.
Yeah, I'll
made
say-
for
I'll
good
take that.
It's just easy plans, man.
Though
Easy
it does
plans.
suck if you want to go anywhere.
Yes.
If you want
Or-
to actually want to do some traveling or hiking
Yeah.
or something, especially in the Pacific Northwest, like
'Cause
you
everybody
cannot go hiking
is.
on Memorial Day. And if you want to go camping, you
Yeah.
gotta 2 years in
Yeah.
advance. You've gotta
You gotta
book
yourself
that
a
site.
place,
Yeah.
I will say though, for a long period of time, Memorial Day was a thorn in my side because I worked a job where I had Mondays off. Oh, it pissed me off. Everybody, it's Memorial
yeah,
Day.
but you get paid. You get like an extra payday.
I do get paid, which is nice, but it's still, I mean, yes, it's nice to get paid an extra day, but it still is annoying when everybody's like, woo, 3-day weekend. And I'm just like, woo, same 2-day weekend. Because I had Sunday, Mondays off. And I was just like, nothing changes. I mean, yeah, I get some money, but yeah.
And then next, we're gonna do a recent addition to the list,
Mhm.
Juneteenth.
So Juneteenth is weird. Because not every, one is you got
I feel like that overshadows Martin Luther King.
I'm about to say
Day.
there's a lot of Martin Luther King guilt going on Juneteenth, probably more, honestly. And then also, not everybody has yet fully committed to you get the day
No,
off.
correct. Yeah.
And
yeah.
that's what's weighing
My
Juneteenth
contract just
back.
recently added it.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. My most recent job did not take Juneteenth off, and I was like, my friend Mike, it was funny, friend of the podcast.
No, it was funny because I had it off and you didn't.
He brought it up. I was like, yeah, I'm working Juneteenth. I was like, I'm not. And he was like, wait, let me get this straight. You, the black guy, is working Juneteenth, but me, who's half white, is sitting at home. I'm like, yep, sounds like America to me.
That's funny. I feel like Juneteenth really hasn't had time to simmer.
No.
It doesn't
It really needs to find its footing. It's still
we don't have
It's still
anything
fresh.
to
It's
associate
still
it.
people
but,
aren't
yeah.
really sure yet. We can't rank it yet. You know, we really got to see where it lands.
Yeah.
See how it feels.
unranked.
Yeah,
Leave-
unranked.
stays
We'll-
unranked.
we'll
Right now,
figure it out.
D tier.
Yeah, D tier. If it solidifies
Maybe
that,
F if you don't get it off.
I was about to say, well, if it solidifies that you get it off for sure, I think that might bump it up into C tier. Because like I said, I feel like if you get a day off, you automatically get a C.
No, C tier's got to at least have like some identity to it.
Okay.
Like the Memorial Day is like camping weekend, hiking
yeah.
weekend. You're going out to the nature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
long weekend, do something nice.
You're enjoying this great country that men and women have fought and died for.
Yep.
Yeah, and its natural beauty. All right, here's a big one. Independence Day. That's got to be A.
I got to give it an A.
Not S tier because you don't get it off.
No. Well, I've always gotten
Do you
off.
get, wait, do you get
Yeah,
Independence Day off?
you get the 4th off.
I feel like I've worked a lot of
The
4th of July.
problem with the 4th is you get the 4th off, you don't get the 5th off. And the 4th is one of those holidays that are set up for like, we going to get messed up.
Yeah.
And so the fact that you don't get the next day off, that does keep it out of the S tier.
Yeah, it's also one that like you've got the Saturday element. It
Yeah.
can fall on a day that's not
If it
optimal.
falls on a Friday, that's S tier. But if it falls any other if it falls on a Sunday, that's just dumb.
Yeah.
Like that actually brings it down to a C. If it falls during a weekday, gets you an A. But yeah.
It gets bumped up a little bit too. Not quite to S tier, but just awesome movie.
Yeah, you got a good movie. You got that behind it.
Labor Day.
Labor Day,
But then the B.
another 3-day weekend though.
Yeah, 3-day weekend.
Another 3-day weekend.
I mean, any of these that give you a 3-day weekend.
Guaranteed. Like that's the thing is the holidays that float around, like you said, every once in a while 4th of July might give you a 3-day weekend, but not all the time. But Labor Day and what was the other one? Memorial Day, when they guarantee, hey, this is always going to be there. That's just, I like that. That's consistency. That just hooks you up.
That's the way to do it.
You're feeling good.
That makes it a holiday.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like Labor Day. Labor Day was S tier for me for a long time.
Yeah.
Because I had a group of friends. Like I went out on a Labor Day Sunday and to the nightclub. Yeah. Which is you can't usually go out on Sunday to the nightclub.
Sunday nights usually you're wrapping things up around 10
because you got to
go out.
Do stuff on Monday. Yeah.
Exactly.
And I got really drunk and I met a bunch of new people.
Nice.
Created a whole friend group of like 20 people. And then after that, like we all went to breakfast the next day.
Yeah. And
all that stuff. Like I puked in a lake the night before. It was good stuff.
Those are the memories you want to hold on to.
Yeah. And then after that, like that friend group, every Labor Day, we all got together and had a big thing.
Nice.
And did that for like 10 years.
That's fantastic.
It was awesome. Like so, yeah, S tier for a long time. But yeah, I'd say C, maybe low B. Yeah,
yeah, I feel for sure B.
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day.
D tier.
Yeah. No offense to the veterans. I'm just saying that the holiday as a whole, we're not getting much. No offense. If you're a veteran, we still thank you for your service, but the day is just meh. I just want to make that clear.
Yeah, like the only thing that really happens is like the president goes to Arlington.
Yeah.
Like that's the only event.
That's it.
Do we even get it off?
Nope.
Yeah, that's a crap. No, we don't get it off. I'm gonna put that in the F tier.
It's crap suit. Once again, thank you for your service.
Yeah,
but your day.
Isn't that what I mean? What is the difference between Memorial Day and Veterans Day?
I mean,
I guess veterans are alive.
Yeah,
and memorials are not. I guess that's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, that loosely is a divide.
All right, Easter.
So Easter,
I'm gonna put that in a B tier.
See, Easter has
it's solidly on Sunday. It's a family thing.
It's a family thing, but it's a Sunday, so you don't.
You get chocolate bunnies.
Chocolate bunnies are
and
nice.
you get Reese's chocolate peanut butter eggs,
which are way better than Reese's Cups.
S tier candy.
Yeah. Okay, you've won me over. Because I'm about to say, honestly, the fact that Easter is on Sunday is a huge hit against it because it's like we already got Sunday off.
Yeah, but it's not like a nighttime party thing.
Yeah, but it is making you like one is, whether you go to church or not, one is a lot of times if you don't go to church, you're still going on that Sunday, so you're uprooting your normal things. Even if you go to church, you can't just like I've gone to church all my life. And I've always been like pair of jeans and a t-shirt because it's church. I'm just, I'm going to church. That's where I want to be comfortable for it. Feel like God would want me to be comfortable for it. But Easter Sunday, you can't show them a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. No, you gotta get up early. You gotta put on the slacks and the pressed shirt and all that.
You gotta wear a suit.
You gotta go out of your way. So I'm just like, it's a lot of extra work.
Is Easter the beginning or end of Lent?
End of Lent.
End of Lent.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's a lot of extra work for just what's still the normal weekend. So, but like you said, the chocolate, the Reese's eggs, the chocolate bunny, there are some nice things. The family element. This is it's not the same as Thanksgiving or Christmas, but this is a pretty nice meal. So yeah, I'll agree with you.
I'm gonna throw in an oddball here.
Mm-hmm.
Hanukkah
See,
for our Jewish friends.
I don't know if I can speak to that because I don't really. I mean, from the outside looking in.
So Hanukkah has been bumped up
Mhm.
by the establishment because it's like so close to Christmas.
Yeah. Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, oh, we got to celebrate Hanukkah a little
Yeah.
bit because the
And-
Jews. But it's like not a big holiday to them.
No, it is not. That's one thing I've learned is
Yom
like,
Kippur though.
Yeah.
Yom Kippur, they're gonna get down with some
is
Yom
where
Kippur.
they handle
Yeah.
their business. That's the holiday for them. From the outside looking in as a kid, I always thought Hanukkah sounded fantastic. Like 7 days of presents. I was
Yeah.
like, hook me up. But yeah, that was like I said, that was me being non-Jewish and not knowing how things run. But yeah, Yom Kippur sounds like a good time. I'd like to do some Yom Kippur.
This is gonna be an oddball.
Okay.
Another oddball.
All right.
Spring break. S tier.
Ooh, spring break, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I mean, when you're in school,
yeah.
if
But
you-
here's the thing.
especially when you're in college.
So Robert,
But-
here's the thing. And maybe does it seem like did spring break get shorter or is my mind just skewed?
It's always been 1 week to me.
Okay, I've always felt like it was 2. And now it's always 1 week and I'm just like, did we get shafted? Did someone take it away?
I can see that happening. I feel like summer vacation,
Mm-hmm.
which is S tier when you're young.
Yes, but
I mean, it is the most. It
also,
is triple S tier when you're young.
besides, I mean, even though spring break is in the same because it's only a week, it's not as jarring. It also sets you up for huge disappointment for the rest of your life.
yeah,
because-
they're gonna take it away. At
Exactly.
Some point.
By the fact that you just realize that eventually, like now, when summer comes and you look at the window, all the kids are going out, woo, summer break, and you're still putting on your pants to go to your job.
Yeah.
Like it just bums you out hard. Like you eventually grow past. Like I feel like I'm 36 years old and it doesn't affect me. But in my early mid 20s, even my late 20s, every summer sucked because I'm just sitting there being like. Even in college, you still got it off where it's like, even though you were working, it was different. Where now,
Yeah.
it's just like summer, like I said, in my mid-20s, oh, I hate it. Like, because I'm waking up and the kids are already out playing as I'm getting in my car to go to my job. And I'm like, why don't I get a summer break? Like, it sets you up for huge disappointment. It is
Well, I mean, you
triple
get
S-
vacation days that you
it
could
is
use for a
triple
summer break.
S tier when you're a kid.
Yeah.
But it sucks balls as an adult. 'Cause it's just like,
spring
come
break
on,
was
man.
interesting, and summer break too. Like when I grew up in a college town,
Yep,
3
yep.
colleges, like 3/4 of the population college students.
Mhm.
When spring break hit,
Oh.
ghost town.
Yeah, everyone's gone.
Everybody, the
No
whole
one
town
exists.
just left,
You're just
except
like-
for me, and I was there, just like
Just Robert
working that pizza place, and I'm like, nobody's coming in to order
making
pizza.
for no
we
one.
just chilling.
Nice, nice.
Well, those are like the major holidays. Any others
Yeah.
you would like to address?
I mean, I don't think we hit President's Day, but that's another
Nah,
just
that's another
day off.
Yeah, that's
you know,
F
I
tier.
take it. Yeah,
Maybe D tier. Well, we get the days off.
yeah, you get President's Day.
We'll do a
off.
D tier.
Yeah. But I think that's it. Actually, so this isn't a holiday, but this is just an event that it needs to go away, and it's coming up tomorrow. Freaking daylight savings time. I know that's not a holiday,
Oh yeah,
but it's
Why
an
haven't we?
event.
We're really trying.
Abolish it.
So there was a law passed,
Mm-hmm.
but
I know.
the big problem is that some want to stay on standard time
Exactly.
and others want to stay
That's-
on daylight
that's what
savings time.
I am so frustrated by is that we finally are like, we should get rid of this. Now there's just the argument of which one. I'm like, I don't care. Just stop it. Just stop. Whatever Arizona's doing, do that. Just do
Yeah.
that. I don't know what they're doing. Are they on daylight saving time? Are they not? I don't care which one they are. Let's all do that. We're done. It's solved. Done. I don't
yeah,
care.
it works for Arizona though because they're closer to the equator. It doesn't
Yeah.
work too well up here in the Pacific Northwest.
I'll
We need
deal with a longer night. I don't care. Just
Yeah,
end
no,
the
no.
stupidity.
I'm with you. Hey, it kills people. It,
It
literally
literally does.
kills people.
It kills
I also love
people.
that no one can really agree on where it started and
Yeah.
how it happened.
No.
I love the one that it was started by a postman in Australia, a
Okay.
British postman in
Okay.
Australia who wanted more time to golf. But the reason that no one can agree on it because all the different countries came up with you started using it at different time at
Yeah.
different points in history
Yep.
and for different reasons. That's why
Yes.
there's like a bunch of different origin stories. Like the U.S. one is like saving power,
Mm-hmm.
and also like another like big U.S. one is farmers,
Yeah, which has been
and the farmers
heavily
hate it.
disproved.
The farmers
Heavily
hate it.
yeah.
They were the biggest people lobbying against it.
Yeah, because they're farmers.
Yeah.
When the sun comes up, they're up, and it doesn't matter what time it is. They're working. So it's just like, yeah, no. I can't wait for. I mean, just get it done with. I just want it done with.
It like it messes with their labor and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All
yeah,
right.
there you go. Holiday tier. Oh, you got more?
No, not holiday. No.
We
have
didn't do Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras.
That's a pretty big one.
St. Patrick's Day. We've glossed.
St. Patrick's
Yeah,
Day.
yep. I always had.
These
such
are
a
more
love,
like religious holidays.
I always had a love-hate relationship with St. Patrick's Day because it's the day after my birthday, and so many, especially as I got
dated a girl
older,
whose birthday was St.
people.
Patrick's Day.
My birthday would either get combined or glossed over. Now I don't care because I don't care about my birthday, but still, I'd say in my like 18 to probably like 25, I hated St. Patrick's Day because it's like, it's St. Patrick. We're screw your birthday. We're going out for St. Patrick's Day. We'll just do the same thing. Like, no, my birthday is more important than some.
Oh man, I'm middle of November birthday.
Mhm.
That's pretty close to Christmas.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But it still works out. I had a friend in high
December?
school who was like Christmas was his
That would
birthday,
say
and I'm like, you screwed.
it depends. I've met some people that hit the jackpot with that because like I met like a lot of times.
Oh,
yeah.
just get double presents.
Yeah, a lot of times, your family's like, "Hey, we're just gonna blend it all in together." You'll get a big present for even bigger present for Christmas. But this kid, no. I think his birthday was like December 23rd, and it's like, "Oh, we do my birthday, and I get my presents, and then Christmas comes, and I get some more presents." I'm like, "Man,
you're pushing it.
yeah." I'm just like, "That's
How about an
life."
unofficial holiday?
Okay.
April Fools.
I mean, it's just such an annoying day.
I think it is an annoying
It can
day.
be
No,
a
you're
lot of
right. I'm gonna
fun,
put that in F tier.
But it's so annoying, and everyone just takes the excuse of, "Well, it's April Fool's." So
you can't trust anything for a
No.
whole 24
No,
hours.
anything that comes out. And that's I mean, we're pretty good these days, but I mean, the thing that actually sucks because it's more than 24 hours. Because the thing is, companies and businesses or whatever that are doing April Fool's stuff, they started catching on that, we put it out April 1st. So it'll be March 31st. Sometimes they'll drop something, or sometimes it'll be a few days before, but they'll put like in the side, like if you're reading the article, in the side it will spell out April Fool's, but still
Yeah.
it comes out on March 25th. I'm like, what? They're making a new blah blah blah. That sounds awesome. I can't wait. And then you're like, it's an April Fool's joke. It's like, it's not even April Fool's. You bastards. Yeah.
You know what I like is like the gaming industry.
Oh yeah.
Is like they'll like put out like April Fool's joke like features
Mhm.
or like game
And
ideas,
then lean into
and
it.
then everyone will be like, no, that's actually a
One of
really
my-
great idea. Like WoW had like a
Yeah.
famous one where they did like the E-peen,
Well,
where you would have like a big meter above your head that would like show your power level
Yeah.
and stuff, and then they actually implemented something similar to that.
One of my
or no, somebody
favorite-
made a mod that
Mm.
did it, and then Blizzard was like, okay, the mod looks stupid, so we're
Yeah.
just gonna implement it in a different way.
One of
in
my
our
favorites is actually League of Legends, which I played. Is they released a mode called Ultra Rapid Fire mode, and it was like, everyone says League of Legends is too slow, so we're removing resource restrictions where like you need mana to cast spells. Like removing that, everybody's cooldowns are 75% less,
Yeah.
and it's just like you're just spamming abilities and all this stuff. And like they released it as a joke mode, and it was supposed to be a one and done. Now it's like they do a rotating like feature game.
Yeah.
It comes back. I mean, for April Fools, but also throughout the year, it comes back every year, but at least 2-3 times, because it's like, it was literally a joke mode, and then everyone's like, this is kind of fun because it's dumb. It's like it's incredibly dumb because so many people.
But it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. I will always there's people who play. I mean, there's too many people who play the game and get upset, but people who play Earth and they'll be like, I'm so mad. I'm like, dude. Why are you taking this seriously?
Yeah.
Like it's a game, but also like this mode is literally meant. It was a joke when it was released. Why are you taking this seriously?
I had a friend whose birthday was April 1st.
Oof.
Yeah, that's where we did give him crap about it all the time.
February 29th.
Oh,
Actually born on it.
oh yeah,
Knew a guy.
Valentine's Day. That's not an
Valentine's.
official US
Not Valentine's.
holiday.
I'm talking about leap
yeah.
year, February 29th.
Oh yeah.
Being born on February 20th. I
That's
knew
fun.
someone.
That's
It's fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Because you
But-
can be like, I'm 7.
Yep.
Like,
But I had a friend. I think his 30th birthday party was his literal. I think which was like his 8th birthday party. And
Yeah.
They actually threw him an 8-year-old birthday
there's
party.
like something where we have to add a day once every like 200 years or something like that. That would be a fun one
Oh,
to land on,
that
to
would
have that as your
suck.
birthday.
You only have
If
one
I was
birthday.
pregnant-
You would never have a birthday
Yeah. If I was
your
but-
whole life.
But you could have. I mean, if I
I
was
mean, you
pregnant,
would,
if
but-
I was pregnant, if I was a woman, and I was pregnant, and I was like close to that, I'd be like, we inducing that
Yeah.
day.
Let's
Okay,
get
I'm
that
having
baby
the
out.
weird
Just to
centurion baby.
Give your kid a non
like he's one. He's like
He's
he's only had
one.
one birthday.
80-year-old man. I'm 1 year old.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff, man. Yeah, Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
No, Valentine's Day.
We don't get it off.
You don't
we
get
should
it
get it
off.
off. We should get the day after off.
Yeah.
It,
And
and
it
there's like
just- it's
a lot of
such a-
personal grooming involved.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like commercial expectation.
commercial expectation, and then if
It
you're,
doesn't always fall on a
and
weekend.
it's only for a certain group of people, which is people who have a significant other of some shape or form.
I would
The rest
I
of
would
us
say
are just sitting there like, cool.
I would say it's like F tier, but we do get some good romantic comedies out of it. So I'm gonna put it
Yeah.
in a D tier.
Oh, okay, I'll give it a. Can I give it a D minus though?
That's fine.
Okay,
That's fine.
yeah,
But we've gotten some good
Yeah.
movies out of Valentine's
Yes, Valentine's
Day. Yeah.
Day has given some.
Hey, we
decent
just covered
movies.
Warm Bodies recently for Halloween.
We
It was
also-
a Valentine's
We
Day
also
movie.
got some bad movies out of Valentine's Day. Oh man.
Any other holidays you can think of?
No, I think that's it.
Well, we're gonna take a break there.
Oh.
Oh.
You know, yeah, we'll do this after the break instead of the news because this is important. But yes, yeah, go ahead, Robert.
Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, you should go check out our website, watchingitpod.com. There you can find links to our social media and to email us, watchingitpodcast@gmail.com. If there's any holidays we left off that you think we should talk about, we would love to talk about them. We left off a lot. There's a lot. There's Pie Day, Donut Day, Bread Day.
Okay, Robert,
Women's Day.
Stop there.
There's a
Stop.
lot of days.
About to say, if you're gonna just start listing things that are holidays, we'll be here all day.
Anyway, you can also support us on Patreon and on Spotify and all that jazz. Donnell, what else should they do?
Well, if you're a veteran, please take no offense that we rated Veterans Day so low. We respect you, but the day, it's not a great holiday. I'm sorry, it's just
Look,
not
we
a great
need
holiday.
another big war.
Eh.
Okay? Look, we need World War III if you want us to care about Veterans Day, okay? Because what are the vets? All the like World War II guys, I
They're-
think they're pretty gone.
they're
There's a
mostly
couple rattling around.
Yeah, but
you know, honor them
they're
and whatnot.
mostly
But,
gone.
but like, I mean, you know, Desert Storm. I guess we had like Afghanistan and stuff, but I mean, those were failures. You know? Like, the war on terror just really isn't inspiring me. Like we need one where we
anyways.
send like all of the men
Yeah.
in the world to like one region of the planet to murder each other by the millions, and the ones who come back,
Yeah.
celebration.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No.
we're getting canceled.
Yeah, this is the last episode of this podcast. So let's see. Well, Talking It, we never have news for Talking It because we don't know what we're talking about until we get here. But over on Watching It, we're about to jump into some Silo. It's going to be exciting there. We got Christmas special coming up because it's that time of year. And then early next year, I mean, we were just kind of taking a quick gander at what the possibilities are. But we got the Oscars coming back, so we got as always, we got a nice roadmap for you. Some good stuff out there. Be ready for that. There'll be Talking It sprinkled in there, also, of course. Yeah, we'll be back after this. All right. So I got an interesting piece for us, Robert.
No news today.
No news.
No news. We're skipping the news.
We're skipping the news because what I found.
Look, it's all election shit anyway.
What I found is quite interesting, and I want to go down this road. But before that, I got a quick story to tell because you just reminded me of this. Is a few weeks back, or probably more like a month or two back, I was really feeling like I wanted some ramen. I
Okay.
really wanted some ramen. I was out doing some
Not a fan of
errands.
ramen.
I
like me some
It
pho.
takes me from time to
I
time.
do pho every Friday.
Oh,
now,
nice.
but,
I like
yeah.
some pho
Chicken
too.
pho, regular, to go.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
But yeah, so I wanted some ramen. I looked up. You speak of pho because with the story. I looked up. I was in Linwood. Looked up a ramen place, and I found it. Good reviews. Head on over. I get there. The sign says open. All the blinds are closed. And I'm like, okay. So I'm walking up, and there's this lady sitting out front. She was white, not Asian, but white. And she turns to me and she says, "Oh, hey," I was walking towards the door and she's like, "Hey, they're closed." And I was like, "Oh, what?" It's like, "Yeah, they're closed." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I'm a little bummed, but right next door was a pho restaurant. So I'm like, "Why not? Gonna go get some pho." I go in, get me some pho. Good pho, nothing wrong with it. I'm watching because I'm right next door, and people are coming in and out of the ramen shop.
Okay.
And so I get up after I eat my pho, and I look, they were 100% open. I don't know who this lady, she wasn't there when I came out. I don't know who this lady was. I don't know why she sent me away from this ramen place, but she very clearly, maybe she had a vendetta against the place, or maybe it's this other thing. Because eventually, a few weeks later, I'm like, I want some ramen. I'm in Linwood again. I head on over. No lady outside this time, so
Okay.
I walk in. And like, as you would expect, whether you're getting teriyaki, ramen, pho, whatever, most of the time, it's going to be Asian people serving.
Yeah.
Maybe some Asian people get in. But Lucy, it's a wide variety of people enjoy Asian foods. So like usually it's stuff, everybody in this place was Asian. But me. All the servers, all the staff.
You know you're getting some good ramen.
All the people eating.
Yeah.
This
That's
is where
that's like my
this is
friend when we
where-
go to the international district and she's like, we want to get some Chinese food, and she'll look in the window and be like, not enough Asian people
Yeah.
in there. We're going to the next
It
place.
was good ramen too. But part of me is wondering now, because like I said,
did the lady not want you there?
yeah, what's I said? She's a white lady. So I'm like, do they hire some white lady to vet people as they're coming out? Maybe she was on her break or something when I walked in. Because while I was in there, only Asian people came in too. And they didn't really give me a weird look, but they were like, "Oh, only one of you?" And I was like, "Yeah, just one." Like, I feel like they were expecting me to show up with somebody. Like, if you want to get into this place, usually you come with your Asian friend who's like, "I know the place." And so I'm just wondering to this day, I'm like, is this the ramen place
Oh, yeah.
where all the Asians go? And so when I strolled in there, they were like, "What the hell's going on here?" But they're not going to kick me out. But yeah, it was just a weird experience. I thought it was interesting.
All right. I want to circle back to the holidays.
Okay.
I was looking at the wiki for holidays,
Yeah.
and there was a link that said African American holidays. I'm like, this is gonna be good. Okay. Rosa Parks Day. These are kind of lesser known holidays. February 4th or December 1st. Interesting.
Weird. Okay.
Interesting. Anyway, Emancipation Day.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a pretty good one.
Yep.
Harriet Tubman. I know her.
Yeah.
Yep. Malcolm X Day.
Malcolm
A little
X Day.
sus.
A little spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Transit Equality Day.
Does that have anything to do with what's your face? Rosa Parks?
Well, she got her day.
Yes, he has her
She got
day, but I mean, what else? I mean, I feel like
Yeah,
that
I don't know.
transit, we're talking.
There's questions there.
That's what she's
George
doing.
Washington Carver Day.
Mhm.
I know that name.
Yep. Did not, just to be clear to everyone, did not make peanut butter. Just wanna be clear. He did a lot of stuff with peanuts that he should get recognition for because he pioneered a lot. But one thing he did not do was make peanut butter. Just putting that
Who
out
made
there.
peanut butter?
It's some English dude. I'm just,
And then Barack Obama Day.
Okay, that's a little early. I feel like you have to be dead to have
I mean,
a
I get
day.
it. First black president.
You still have to be dead to have a day. I'm sorry.
That
you
fair
don't
enough.
get a day until you're dead. No offense, Barack, even though you're not listening to this. But once you die, you can have a day. And like you said, first black president, sure, let's give him a day, but not now. No offense. I'm not wishing him dead either. Like, I hope he has a nice long life. I'm just saying, no day until you're dead.
So wait, no, Transit Equality Day is celebrating Rosa Parks.
I mean,
Like,
it has to.
she got her own day. She got a Rosa Parks Day.
That
This
flows
is they
between
doubling
February and
up.
December for some reason.
Give those black people an inch, they take two. Damn it, every time.
Like I said, this is the last episode of Talkin' It.
We're pissing off the black folk and the Jews and the Catholics.
Whoever we can.
And the blacks.
All right.
All right.
You ready
Continue.
for this, Robert?
Probably.
So you've heard of 10 Degrees of Kevin Bacon, right?
I have.
Yes. So this isn't directly
Is
that.
it 10 degrees? I thought it was like 3 degrees.
Maybe it's 3 degrees. I thought it was 10. But still. So this isn't even related to that. It's just, it starts with Kevin Bacon is where this starts. I was hanging out with my girlfriend and we were watching something and they said Kevin Bacon, who is married to Kyra Cedric. Do you know who Kyra Cedric is?
That sounds familiar.
She's an actress. Biggest thing, she was on this show called The Closer. She did some time in Brooklyn
Kira
Nine-Nine.
Sedgwick? Oh,
Kira, sorry,
Kira
Kira,
Sedgwick.
sorry,
Yeah,
Kira
yeah,
Sedgwick.
yeah, I know Kira
Yeah.
Sedgwick.
So
yeah.
one is never knew they were married.
Yeah, that's an
Not
odd
only
pairing.
are they married, they've been married my entire life. They got married in 1988. That's the year I was born. So like, this is a solid relationship. So I'm glad for them. Two good actors. They found each other. I'm glad. They also
got two children.
Got two children. Also, I mean, it seems like they got a pretty private life.
Yeah,
the fact that we
married in
don't
1988.
know that they were married.
Those are two actors that married each other in their prime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that stayed on lock.
Yes. So anyways, I'm like, hey, good for them. I'm glad. It's always nice to see, when marriages can work out, especially in Hollywood. It's really hard. These two are making a deal. So anyways, I went to Kendra Sedgwick's Wikipedia page. And you scroll down, as you said, two children. They have a daughter who's acting. You look at her relatives. She has a half-brother who is Mike Stern, is his name.
Okay. That's a good name.
Man played jazz guitar with Miles Davis.
Nice.
And I'm like, pretty cool. All right, why not? She also has a brother, Robert Sedgwick. He's an actor. No big surprise. No big. But then you're looking at relatives, and under relatives, they just have Sedgwick family.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, why is the whole family? So I clicked on that. And this is where the rabbit hole opens up, Robert. Because the Sedgwick family is one of...
A Coppola.
No.
The Coppolas?
No.
Okay.
Not.
Like Nicolas Cage is a Coppola?
No, they're not part of the Coppolas.
Okay.
Honestly, they're probably more influential than Coppolas because they are one of the early American settlers.
Nice.
The first Sedgwick came here. His name was Robert Sedgwick. Came from Yorkshire, England in 1636 to a Massachusetts Bay colony. And since this day, like I said, I've known Kyra Sedgwick. She's done some fine work. Nothing wrong with it. Stuff. Never thought much of her. Not insulting her. I'm just saying she's a fine actress. Whatever. Her family has been involved in American politics, art, and law for centuries.
Yeah.
And this is no joke. One of them was literally third in command for the presidency. If the president and vice president died, they are running this country. And I'm
Theodore
like,
Sedgwick,
how?
known as the Judge, he was friend of George Washington.
Yes.
And considered a founder of the modern Sedgwick family.
Yes.
That's crazy. Edith Minturn Edie Sedgwick, a model who worked with Andy Warhol.
Yeah, I was going to bring her up. There are a lot of interesting ones in here that I'm just like, how do we not know about this? That one is, so many of them are writers. Like they've put in a lot of work. You would think and stuff, and they're like, and not just like little
what
writers.
You're saying is that Kyra Sedgwick is a Nepo baby.
To the extreme, honest. I mean, this is Nepo Baby on a whole nother level because
they've got their own Wikipedia page. They got a
have
coat
their
of arms.
own. Yes, they have a coat of arms. So like I said, we start with Robert Sedgwick. He came here in 1661. You already brought up Theodore Sedgwick. He was, like I said, he was third in line to the presidency.
He was also a major general.
Yes, he was a major general.
He's the very model of a modern major general. He knows things animal, vegetable, and mineral.
Okay, thank you, Robert.
He quotes the kings of Europe, and I used to know so much about it. I used to know the whole song. It's a good song. It's fun.
It's what is it called? Something patter. But anyways, so so then his son Theodore Sedgwick Jr. was a attorney, writer, and Democratic Party politician who was active in Massachusetts.
I'm sorry, I gotta stop you. I gotta do it. He can quote the kings of Europe in order categorical, from marathon to water. I fucked it up. I'm done. I throw in the towel.
All right.
Dang it.
All right.
I used to Robert and Hammerstein. That's not even the right.
But yeah, so like I said, both Theodores prominent in the government. Henry Dwight Sedgwick III was American lawyer and author.
Okay, this is gotta be sad because I'm looking at the Wikipedia right now,
Mm-hmm.
and only one in every 7 has that link to their own page,
Yes.
and I'm like, if you're in the Sedgwick family,
And you don't have a
you
link.
go to the family reunion, they'd be like, I got a link. Do you got a
Yeah.
link?
You
better get that link.
More current Cedrics, like George Nozaka, who is a Canadian-Japanese R&B singer, along with his brother, who is a Canadian-American actor, and his other brother, who is a singer-songwriter, all stuff with top 100 hits. Also, like they're killing it in writing, in modeling, in singing, in acting. They're also lawyers and U.S. politicians. And I'm like, this family just flies underneath the radar, or not under the radar, but like, I never would have thought this about Kira Cedric. That
They got
her
big houses
family
too.
is this. So then I'm on the Cedric page. Oh yeah, also they have a freaking town in Maine named after them.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Cedric, Maine exists, and it's named after Theodore Cedric, or no, Robert Cedric. Sorry. And I'm just like, they got a freaking town. They got a freaking town, Robert. All right. So, anyways, they also have the Cedric Pie.
Yes, our own.
Which is their cemetery plot.
Yeah.
Where if you're part of the Cedric line, that's where you're going to get buried. So I was looking at Cedric Pie, and they have notable persons buried there. And you got Theodore Cedric, of course. Why wouldn't he be? Henry Dwight, who we talked about, Catherine Cedric. But then you have Elizabeth Freeman.
Okay.
And you're like, who's she? She's not a Cedric. Why is she buried there? Oh, well, Elizabeth Freeman was a slave in Massachusetts where the Cedrics were. And like, oh, is this story about to get dark? Oh, no. Because remember how we were talking about how they're all up in that law and stuff? Elizabeth Freeman got Theodore Cedric, who was a young abolitionist lawyer. They sued the Massachusetts government for her freedom and won.
Okay.
So she got involved with the and from that point forward, she's basically a part of their life. And was her original name was actually Mumbet, but she changed her name to Elizabeth Freeman and was tied to them for the rest of her life. So much so that she is buried with them in their burial plot. And like I said, the Cedric family, not only are they good actors and writers and musicians and dancers and singers and politicians and lawyers, but they also help freaking stop slavery in Massachusetts. And I'm like, how does this all go under the radar?
So what you're saying is that Travis Bacon, the son of Kira Sedgwick and Kevin Bacon, should have been Travis Sedgwick.
Should have been. Oh yeah. If you're both their kids.
What a lineage.
Of the Bacon Cedric line, both their kids took, which I mean is normal. A lot of times you take your dad's name, but both of them are Bacons. But I'm just like, well, one is like a lot of Hollywood couples.
Well, and the Bacon line isn't nothing to sneeze at either. Like his father wrote the seminal book on urban planning. It's destroyed us, but he did a thing.
He did a thing, but yeah, both their kids took the Bacon line. A lot of Hollywood couples, and I understand, but yeah, I would almost be like, you might want to be a Cedric over a Bacon. And then the other thing is also like a lot of times with Hollywood couples,
they're closet Sedgwicks.
Yeah,
kind of like Nicolas Cage is a closet Coppola.
Coppola. And then the other thing, but yeah, and then like I said, a lot of Hollywood couples, even when they're married, they usually keep their individual names.
Same
but
names,
I'm definitely like, if I'm Kira Cedric and I'm marrying anybody, like she married Kevin Bacon, it's not even a debate if I'm keeping it. I'm like, nah. Do you know my family line? Do you know who I got? Like, you want me to be a Bacon, Kira Bacon? No way in hell. I'm sorry. I'm a Cedric.
And no one would think less of you.
No.
Someone would be like, why did you take your wife's last name?
Exactly.
I'm like, have you met her family?
Why is it not Kevin Sedgwick at this point? No offense to the Bacons, but I'm just like, this is a very influential family throughout American history that, like I said, I've always known of Kira Sedgwick. Would have never thought that she comes from a literal powerhouse of American lawyers and politicians and everything of the arts. It's just, just insane. And all this
there was another actress that I found out about. So do you know Anna Torv, lead actress in Fringe?
Oh yeah.
She was she's been in a lot of stuff. Love her.
Yep,
Awesome actress. She's a Murdoch.
She's a Murdoch.
She's a Murdoch. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's part of
Okay.
the Rupert Murdoch family tree. Very close to it.
See getting some of that money?
I'm sure she's I'm sure she's doing very well. I'm sure she's doing very well. But it does anyway. We don't need to talk about politics and and all that stuff.
Just
Anyway, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never.
So you don't
never
even
knew.
you can do 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever degrees.
Yeah.
Look, the dude's cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Without even working on his movies.
No, exactly. Like through his wife, you have so many connections
Yeah.
to that man because,
Yeah.
like I said, through law, through politics, through freaking singing. Like I said, freaking Miles. I mean, I love me some Miles Davis. And finding out that her half brother is like, oh, I just played a little guitar with Miles Davis back in the day. What is going on with this family?
And his son Travis Bacon is a composer for movies. I'm like, he got connections
oh yeah,
to some musicians for
yeah,
sure.
100%.
It's in his blood.
I'm not saying they're using this, but like this is like you already said, this is like the most nepo baby you could be because you got connections to everybody in so many different fields. Oh, you need to get some actors in your new movie. I guarantee your family. You need some musicians. Got it. You need a lawyer to get out of a jam. You probably got a family member who can cover you.
I'm surprised they don't have a Supreme Court justice in there.
Yeah. Give them a little bit of time. Give them a little bit of time.
Well, we're gonna wrap up the show there. Sorry that we skipped last month.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes look, this is just something we do extra. Sometimes, you know.
Yeah. Sometimes we ain't got nothing to talk about.
The schedule just doesn't work out. You
Yeah.
know? Look, we could talk about anything, man. We spent 30 minutes talking about holidays.
Yes, we did. Fantastic. It was a good thing to bring up, and I liked bringing them out because there's a lot of holidays you don't really think about where they really weigh on you.
Yeah.
in the day.
Speaking of holidays, we just recently released our Halloween episode where we did Warm Bodies, which is really a Valentine's Day episode.
Yep.
You know, so go and check that out. We just wrapped up Agatha All Along. Fantastic show. Fantastic. I hope they do a season 2. They're really opening up for that. And next up, we're going to be doing Silo season 1 recap because we didn't cover Silo originally, but we're going to be covering Silo season 2.
Yes,
Super
we
excited
are.
about that. I've read the books, so I'm gonna be giving that aspect and what the differences are and everything. Don't know what else should they do.
Well, like Robert already said, we got a lot of good stuff coming up. Besides that, of course, we're going to be hitting Christmas. I mean, I still think we should. It'll just be a little bit different, but we're also still going to do our
Look,
good-
I'm not set on Red One.
Then okay.
I'm not fully set on Red One. I think well, we can talk about it, but I would rather do Hallmark
Good old Hallmark.
Lifetime movie.
Well, then that just sounds like we need to
Red One's gonna be good. It looks really
We need
interesting.
to look
and
up
fun.
that list of see if
Yeah.
that list is out because as always,
They better add the contains this
they
year.
better. That is needed.
Yeah.
You are screwing with this podcast.
Something was lost, was
Well,
taken from us
entertainment
last year.
Was it Entertainment Today? Yeah, it is.
Entertainment Weekly or something like that.
Yeah,
something like that,
it's
yeah.
either ET or
The
EW.
E Network.
Either way, you're screwing with this podcast. And don't make us come after you. I mean,
They also didn't number them.
It was
Last year was the
disaster.
worst.
It was so
I
bad.
had to talk to the editor.
So bad.
Probably a Sedgwick.
It probably is. Maybe we could get a Sedgwick to represent us in court.
Oh.
When we take them to court. I don't know on what grounds we're suing them on. But anyways, we got that stuff all coming up, along with apparently a legal battle. So you can look forward to that. Give us any rating reviews, 5 stars. And thank you so much for listening. Bye.